Good morning, everybody. We've got a potential for severe storms developing in East Texas later today, late this afternoon and into the evening hours, and even perhaps as late as up to midnight or an hour after will be the prime time that we could see some severe storms. Now, we will go through the day with clouds beginning to break up just a bit during the afternoon, but then by 5 o'clock we'll have a dry line, which you see just to the west, and we'll have a cold front approaching from the northwest. This is 5 o'clock this afternoon, and by that time we'll start to see some showers and occasionally some thunderstorms develop in the area. And as we go through the evening, that front will help to produce a line of showers and thunderstorms, which should mature somewhat as we get up closer to the midnight hour. The line will continue to move on toward the southeast, and as it moves on into deep East Texas, perhaps beginning to break up just a bit around 2 o'clock in the morning. And after midnight, we do expect to see a lot of these showers and thunderstorms weaken. As we go on into the morning hours, 4 o'clock, you'll see some breakup in the clouds, but the rain just about over at that time, and we do expect to see the rain end before sunrise on Monday. Most of the day on Monday and also on Tuesday, we'll have a lot of sunshine, and we'll see our temperatures in the morning Tuesday there down into the 50s. Now, the severe outlook through this morning showed a marginal risk of storms in our northwestern counties and a slight risk to the west of that as thunderstorms developed in a line during the overnight hours. Now, as we go through the day today, and this again is later this afternoon and tonight, we'll have a slight risk of severe storms for much of our East Texas area. Only the southern portions there will have a marginal risk, and then we have an enhanced risk, which is a level 3 on that scale of 1 to 5, that we could have some thunderstorms there and possibility of some rather strong tornadoes. Most of that, though, is going to lie off to the northeast. However, if you're in this northeast corner of our East Texas area, need to keep an eye on it. And in fact, everybody in East Texas will be at least under some threat of seeing some severe storms today. Now, these are the main threats that we would see. We expect to see perhaps some large hail, golf ball size or larger, damaging wind gusts in excess of 60 miles per hour. There's a low end risk of tornadoes. An isolated tornado or two could spin up in that line of showers and thunderstorms as it moves across the area. Thunderstorms will be moving pretty rapidly, but especially in areas that did receive some heavy rain in the past couple of days, we could see some, especially low-lying areas and areas where the ground is saturated, have a little bit of flooding going on there. Meanwhile, this is the severe weather risk that we're going to see later this week. On Wednesday, there'll be another chance for severe storms developing. This one, at least as of right now, looks to affect mainly the northern half to 2/3 of the area, mainly along and south of I-20, and then points up to the north, with another enhanced risk set up for numerous severe thunderstorms expected up into Arkansas and points on to the northeast on up toward the Ohio Valley. Here's what we're expecting over the next 7 days. We'll have that chance of thunderstorms, especially late this afternoon and tonight, some of which could become severe. Monday and Tuesday we'll have some sunshine. The weather settles down just a bit. However, as we are in this spring pattern, about every 3 or 4 days, we could see another one of these systems come through, and the next one is likely to come through starting on Wednesday. The rest of the week will continue with a chance of showers and thunderstorms running about 50 to 60% each day right on through Saturday. We'll continue to see our temperatures warm with highs mostly in the 80s across the area. Deep East Texas, you'll have that chance for showers and thunderstorms today as well, some of which could become severe. Then some sunshine for Monday and Tuesday, and that next system affecting deep East Texas as well, although most of that risk, at least right now, looks to lie over the extreme northern sections of deep East Texas and points to the north from there. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, still a chance for showers and thunderstorms. Hope you have a great day today on Sunday. Just keep an eye on the weather.